Yeah, on the right hand side, everybody, please pay attention. National Diet Building, Parliament Building. And I hear the system is after British system, but the outward appearance is after Senate House of America. And the design was chosen by an open competition. And Mr. Katayama, whose design was chosen. However, after that, authority made a big modification. And right in the middle of the construction, it was actually partially damaged during World War II. So that unfortunately no longer you cannot say it was designed by who. Completed 1936, and I hear they spent as long as 18 years. 18 years.
Yan, ginawa ka kasing photographer.
Was said to be because they tried to use as much domestic material. So collecting them took a long time.
Parang drawing
so they
lang?
are using lavish. They have a lavish use of domestic marble and also domestic granite stones, etc. But stonemaker went on bankrupt right in the middle. So there was lots of ups and downs. But there are three parts that they needed to import from overseas, I hear. One is a key lock, and also post, and also stained glass. But back then, would you please turn yourself back? Its height is 66 meters. That was the tallest building back then, 1936. On the left-hand side, you can see beautiful green forest-like place. This is the Imperial Palace. Imperial Palace. And right in the middle is the residence of Emperor Akihito and Empress Michiko. And their residence takes up 1,200 square meters, very large, about 15 times larger compared to my apartment. 15 times larger. And only 2 people live. And I hear there are as many as 17 bedrooms. So when their grandchildren visit them, sometimes they lose, they get lost. And he is Emperor Akihito, 125th, and at the age of 84, and Empress Michiko, 82. And she was the very first commoner married to the imperial throne. And it was quite epoch-making that she went through child rearing on her own, cooking for her family by herself. A very lovely mother. And they have 3 children. And actually it used to be the place to spend money rather than rebuilding it, because by then the peace was brought about. So they no longer needed to make fortress. But you can see the base of Edo Castle located on the eastern garden of this Imperial Palace. And that is one of the highly recommended gardens for you to visit. Imperial Eastern Garden, open to the public for free of charge, except for Monday, Friday. And today you can see beautiful flowers such as azalea or kind of hydrangea and more. Okay, Eastern Garden. And you can see stone walls. And actually that is a survivor of both World War II and also Great Earthquake, as old as 400 years or more. And here the gap between such rocks absorb shock of a tremor and survived. And this is the inner moat, and Tokyo still got a few series of outer moat. And in between there used to be lots of mansions of top ranking feudal lord. And let me please tell you more about them later on. Pretty soon we are reaching Tsukiji. So please prepare yourself for this embarkation. We still have a little over 5 minutes, but pretty soon we are getting off. So please start preparing yourself for getting off the bus. And please make sure you have Tsukiji. And the local brother called the Hinokuma brothers were fishing in the nearby river, the mother river of Sumida. And unexpectedly, they netted a gold image of something. And the brother was very much surprised to find this beautiful looking something, but they were not sure what that was.
Wow,
So they took it
here
to the
in
master
Sky
village.
Tree.
And the village of the master was knowledgeable enough to tell that was a very precious image of Kannon. Kannon is the goddess of mercy, the second venerated the deity following Buddha. But at the same time, Kanno refused to become Buddha until all things are saved. So symbol of compassion, symbol of mercy. Yes. So this master of the village dedicated his own house in order to keep this precious image of Kanno. That is a very big